Hey guys, how's it going? So I wanted to come here and talk about my process on making the song between me and Logey called Closely. So first I want to talk about the place that it came from. So essentially the song came from a place of almost like a dream. I tend to have a lot of creative ideas or anything like that come up in dreams, and whenever myself and Logey were talking about it, I was trying to kind of let the idea sit in here, and that's usually whenever things like start to like do good, is whenever I let them like have time to like produce inside. So whenever I did create this thing, I had a lot of envisions of dream related stuff. So I would see visuals of people and kind of that, I don't know, instilled like a feeling of like love, and then that's where like a lot of the elements of the song came together vocally. With inspirations, this song had inspirations from things like the Chainsmokers and Medicine, and a little bit of like a pop flow that I've gotten from a few like local people around me. Jaden Lamb is one of them. A lot of my people from even NetVio, and then Future Astronaut. So I used a lot of elements around me to kind of inspire the sound and, I don't know, even the flow of it. I usually make electronic music exclusively, but this was more of like kind of electronic pop, and it definitely had more pop in it on the flow, but it definitely had a lot of like future bass elements to like help the foundation be created. So trying to, you know, look at the perspectives of different things around me and get little elements and kind of, you know, layer them on top of each other, it kind of, you know, created this big project that me and Logey were working on. And it was just, I don't know, it's just so nice. It's nice because that's what collaborations do. They really help, you know, instill this idea of having different perspectives come in and kind of not really mold yours, but almost let you see things that you may have not been able to see before, maybe things you've been blind to, and, you know, thus progressing everyone forward. I also wanted to talk about overcoming writer's block in this, because that was kind of one of the things that took me for a nice little cycle, if I could say that. Like I said, with writing this, I wasn't usually used to making like pop influenced music. It's usually always like electronic, and I've found like other influences and other inspirations and, you know, draw like sources to draw from in the past. I wanted to find ways to let this challenge any sort of like perspectives I have on writing and everything like that. So one of the lessons that I essentially learned from this is kind of more of a practice in a sense. Like whenever writing something, words or just a song in general, an instrumental, you know, this song is not going to be like the end-all be-all. Allowing perfection and, you know, pure just 100% completion to halt you, it's one of those things that you don't even notice it until, you know, you get to it and you're like, I can't get this thing done. Ways that I would get over that, I would pretty much write down anything that I felt, anything that I thought of in my mind. I mean, just literally anything. I would not think about it until I saw it on that piece of paper, because your brain can justify anything going on in here because it's your own thoughts. You know, you can think something in your brain and be like, okay, yeah, I'm convinced that it's that way. But once you see it on paper, you kind of almost see it like foreign. You see something different with it. So I write things down, I analyze it. Sometimes I'll even let it sit for a few days, and then boom. It just kind of comes to the flow. And a lot of it too is getting these lyrics and molding the track around it. Because it's one thing to make the lyrics and then put the instrumental behind it. It's another thing to try and get the instrumental that's already been made and make lyrics around that, because you essentially already had a voice in the instrumental. You know, maybe that was like piano, maybe that was like the some kind of other melody, but you didn't intend for the vocals to be there in the first place. So you're essentially getting the voice that's already been placed on the song and you're replacing it. And because that voice molded the structure of the song, now everything's different. You know, that's why it's so hard to, or not really hard, but it's more challenging to get the lyrics and put them on the instrumental after it's made. So that was my process of songwriting whenever it came to the lyrics and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the song.